Florence Isay M. Ubilio, and our topic is biotechnology. Good day everyone. We are here to present our topic titled Clone Animals and Genetically Modified Crops in Biotechnology. Biotechnology is the use of living organisms and science to create useful products that improve our lives. It is widely used in medicine, agriculture, and environmental science. Two of the most remarkable achievements in biotechnology are cloning and genetic modification. These processes have changed the way humans study life, grow food, and solve global problems. In this presentation, we will explain how cloning and genetic modification work, their example, and their importance to science and society.
My name is Francis H. Mangile. Let's start with cloning. Cloning is the process of creating a genetically identical copy of an organism. This means that the new organism has the same DNA as the original. There are different types of cloning such as genic cloning, therapeutic cloning, and reproductive cloning. The most famous example is Dolly the sheep, the first mammal cloned from an adult cells. She was cloned in 1996 at the Roslin Institute in Scotland using a technique called somatic cell nuclear transfer. This success was a major breakthrough because it showed that it was possible to reproduce complex animals. Cloning Herbert opened new possibilities in research, science, and agriculture.
Hello, my name is Lorenzo Padilla. After Dali, scientists continued cloning other animals such as a cow, pig, goat, cat, and dog. These cloning projects are not only for curiosity, they serve important purposes. In medicine, cloned animals are used to produce medicine and study human disease. In agriculture, cloning allows farmers to reproduce animals with the best qualities, such as those that produce more milk or have better meat quality. For example, cloning healthy cow can ensure that the same good traits are passed on. However, cloning also raises ethical issues about animal welfare and the limit of science. Despite this, cloning continues to be a valuable tool in understanding genetics and improving life.
My name is Kevin Sobredo. Now let's move on to genetically modified crops, commonly known as GMO crops. These are plants whose genetic makeup has been changed or improved using biotechnology. In simpler terms, scientists carefully modify the DNA of these plants in a laboratory to give them new and better traits that don't naturally occur through traditional breeding. This scientific process, specific genes can be added, removed, or altered to make the plant stronger and more useful. For example, scientists might add a gene that helps a plant resist certain pests or diseases, tolerate harsh weather conditions like drought or frost, or even improve its nutritional value. This makes GMO crops more efficient, reliable, and beneficial for both farmers and consumers. One of the main goals of developing GMO crops is to help solve global challenges such as hunger, malnutrition, and food shortage. As the world population continues to grow, there is a greater need to produce more food using less land, water, and energy. GMO crops make this possible by increasing crop yields and reducing losses caused by pests and environmental stress.
My name is David A.
One popular example of a GMO crop is golden rice. It was developed to produce vitamin A, which is very important for good vision and a healthy immune system. In many developing countries, people suffer from vitamin A deficiency, which can cause blindness and even death. golden rice helps prevent this problem by providing extra nutrients through a common food source, rice. Another example is rainbow papaya created in Hawaii. This papaya was genetically modified resisting ringpost virus, a disease that almost destroyed the papaya industry there. Because of this GMO, papaya farmers were able to recover their production and continue farming successfully. This example shows how biotechnology helps both people and environment.
My name is John Wilbur Malaya. Another group of genetically modified crops includes BT corn and BT eggplant, also known as BT brinjal. The letter BT stands for Baeculus thuringiensis, a natural soil bacterium. Scientists inserted a gene from this bacterium into the plant so they can produce their own protection against insect pests. This means farmers don't have to spray as any chemical pesticide, when save money and protective the improvement. There are also other GMO crops such as the innate potato, when is designed to rest and produce fewer harmful substances when fried, and harvested gelarium soybeans which make when controlled easier. All of these crops make farming more effective, sustainable, and safer for both farmer and consumer.
My name is Mark Vincent Biwakin.
In conclusion, both cloning and genetically modified crops are powerful examples of how biotechnology helps improve life. Cloning allows scientists to study genes, produce identical animals for research, and improve livestock production. On the other hand, GMO crops help farmers grow healthier plants, fight pests naturally, and produce food that contains better nutrients. These technologies also help address global challenges like hunger, malnutrition, and climate change. However, they must be used responsibly to ensure safety for humans, animals, and the environment. Overall, biotechnology continues to shape the future of science and society, offering innovative solutions that make our world more sustainable and advanced.